During this video, I'll be going over the effects of climate change on the Global South, specifically in Bangladesh. The Global South is a group of countries that are considered to be developing countries, and they are also geographically located in the Southern Hemisphere. This includes much of South America, Africa, and Southern Asia. These countries are considered to be developing because they're developing economically and socially. Many of these countries are part of the Global South and remain as part of the Global South due to issues such as diseases like malaria, which are hard to treat, high maternity rates, and institutionalized colonialism. The Global South is responsible for making most of the products that we enjoy in our everyday lives. Some of these include the bananas that come from plantations in the Dominican Republic, the sardine fisheries on the coast of Chile that supply the global fish trade, and products that are made with palm oil that's harvested in Southeast Asia, specifically in Malaysia and Indonesia. This includes processed foods, most candy bars, cosmetics, and many more products. All of these products have a huge negative impact on the countries in which they are grown or harvested. One of the countries hit hardest by climate change is Bangladesh. It's located in southern Asia, and the majority of the landscape is coastal with a small dry portion in the north. There's a stark separation between the rural and urban communities. The rural communities mainly are included in the rice farms, while the urban communities are mainly industry, like the city of Dhaka that is mostly textile shops. Bangladesh is already known for having a monsoon or wet season and a dry season, but climate change has vastly increased the weather events there. Some of the effects of climate change that have been seen in Bangladesh are stronger monsoons or typhoons, increased flooding, and since it's a coastal country, and even desertification in the northern part of the country that is more inland. This has obviously caused a lot of problems. The flooding has overtaken rural rice farms, and desertification has made the northern region of the country pretty much unlivable. This has caused a climate refugee crisis, where a large portion of the rural population is moving inland to urban areas. This is actually creating a more unstable environment as the cities are becoming overpopulated and the physical structures and economy cannot support it. There just aren't enough resources for the amount of people that will be living there. In places like Dhaka, which I mentioned earlier, there have already been accidents such as the collapse of a textile factory or a sweatshop in 2014 that killed hundreds of people, and that's their main economy in Dhaka, so that's what the majority of the population there is doing. The refugees are just escaping one problem for another, especially since the flooding and storms and general effects of climate change will still be able to reach the cities as well. The United States emits about 17 metric tons of carbon dioxide per capita, while Bangladesh emits about 0.4 tons. The effects that this country is seeing from climate change are a direct effect of our actions in the global north. This is the truth for so many other situations and countries in the global south. These underdeveloped countries face effects that they should not have to deal with because they didn't create that situation, and countries in the global north barely feel any effects or they have enough resources to get through it. We need to reconsider our actions, if not for our own sakes, but for that of the people in the global south.